Mics are unmuted. We are live.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Cinco De Mayo from Mr. Greer and Old Brim.
Hola.
It's going to be an epic episode.
Yes,
because,
it is.
It is. Oh, you have the wrong episode number in there.
What? What the heck? Hold on,
Oh,
I'll fix that right
no.
now. I don't know why that changed. I had it set right to the right thing 2 seconds ago.
All right. What
Done.
do you call it?
There we go. Fixed.
There we go. Okay. So this episode, very speedy Cinco de Mayo. Go. What do you call it? It's going to be pretty fun. We're going to be playing around with a couple of fun characters. One of them being Speedy Gonzales. What did he say? Am I allowed to? Can I at least do his line?
Sure, do his line.
Andale, yeehaw, yeehaw.
There you go.
Love it.
There you
I love
go.
it.
Hello, Mary. Welcome. Mary over on the YouTube side right now.
Wow. Look
yeah,
at that.
speaking of YouTube.
There we go. Hello, Mary. Mary, how are you? What do you call it? We're going to be doing some shots and things throughout the show. Got some Jaeger here. And, Greer's got a little bit of fireball action
Yeah,
going
I'm going
on
with
there.
Fireball because it's probably the only thing back there that I could stomach. I don't do shots anymore, ladies and gentlemen. I gave up the shot game a long time ago.
Why, though?
Because it's just not fun. Doing shots is not fun.
So what? You just do the beer
I just
thing?
drink beer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a
got
regular
you.
self-hating adult.
Fair enough. Like a regular self-hating
That's true. I'm
adult.
not really that self-hating anymore. But no, yeah, I stick to generally just beer now, and I don't even do mixed drinks as much anymore. I just
So let's do our Cinco de Mayo here.
So there you go. Cheers.
There we go. Normally we would do like margaritas, but so good. Oh, we actually have pina colada in the fridge from the other night.
Yeah, I don't know how good that is still.
Nah, it's got to be good. What do you call it? Anyway, yeah. So we've got We've got for today. We got Speedy Gonzales and Diego Marquez from Go Diego Go.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be talking about these two characters. What do you call it? And I don't know, man. Do you think that Speedy will be gone in a flash, or is Diego gonna get lost in his cousin Dora's bucket haircut?
I think we will see. I think going off of last episode. See, when I talk about this show gets brought up outside of us, like people have talked to me about it, be like, hey, who are your two characters this week if they didn't catch it on the live and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it always winds up being them. Okay, so which one was consequential? Which one was inconsequential? Now I know that initially when we created the show, we didn't necessarily think, well, it's not a competition, like which one's consequential and which one isn't, but I feel like it has to be now. Like, I feel like it has to be this one's more consequential than the other.
Yeah.
Because it just makes sense as part of the argument.
We'll start doing that at the end of the show then.
So I feel like that's what we'll do. Like, characters, we may deem characters consequential, but we wind up having to get to the nitty-gritty of trying to figure out which one's more consequential than the other.
Yeah.
I feel like that makes more sense.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
That makes more sense.
Oy.
But I do want to dial it back a little bit because, as you know, I say on every week, we stream on all the streaming platforms right now. We're on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. You can catch us on our website. And as you know, when we put it up on YouTube, we do get some comments. We do get some likes, which is really cool. Like I always say on everything, rate, review, subscribe. Leave comments. Comments on likes on YouTube. They all help. I just want to go through a couple because, as you know, we did last week. We did Dee Dee and Butterscotch.
Butterscotch.
No, it's butterscotch.
It's butterscotch, not butterscotch?
No, it's not butterscotch. It's
Okay.
butterscotch.
Oh.
We had a couple of the comments from last week's show. We had Dee Dee is more consequential than Butters by a long shot. We did. Yeah, you did agree with us. That's what we kind of came to. Love, truly inconsequential. Good show, Grindhouse, which is great.
Thank you.
Sub earned on this video. Going to watch other shows now. Thank you so much. New sub. Brim is hating on Butters. Hard. LMFAO. Too funny. Greer is fighting hardcore for Butterscotch. LOL he was gonna get a Butters tattoo. Crying. Yes, I was gonna get a Butters tattoo. That was actually really funny. Dexter wouldn't have been the same without Deeds. Without obviously means Dee Dee. That's absolutely true. It would have not been this. It would not have been the same show if Dee Dee wasn't in it. Professor Chaos was God on South Park. He was the best and consequential. I like to think so, but again, him compared to Dee Dee. He was not. You can axe Butters. Nobody would care. That is just a false statement, my friend. That is wrong. Butters is amazing. Hated Dee Dee.
You would care.
Yeah, I would care. Hated Dee Dee, but she was essential to the show 100%. Absolutely. Oof. Dee Dee was an annoying. I'm not going to fill in the blank. It's an F. it's the F word. I don't feel like saying
Don't
it
cuss
because I don't feel
people.
like. Yeah, well, I mean, cuss if you want. Cuss if you want. This is an adult show. It's PG-13. I just feel like not doing it on the live. But those are some of our comments from last week's episode. So if you didn't see it, go back and see it. It's on YouTube. You can get the audio version anywhere you can find a podcast. But that was last week. This is this week. So we have Speedy Gonzales and Diego from Dora the Explorer and Go Diego Go. Guys, who do you think we should start with out of those two characters? Oh, or you can make us choose, but who do you think we should start with? I will always dish it to the fans first.
Yes.
Because
Oh, you know what I didn't do? I don't know if you did it.
What?
I didn't put it on Instagram. I should have done Instagram.
No, it's
too.
okay. We did not do. We did not do Instagram. But
Anybody?
Yeah. Who do you think? Mary, you're in here. Mary, your input is always welcome. Who do you think we should do? Speedy Gonzales or Diego first? I feel like I know where you're gonna go on this one.
Yep, I would assume. Yeah, she probably is gonna go with
Speedy.
Speedy.
No, she said, "Oh, Mary from the Rafters." She said Diego.
Really?
Diego first. So I think our number one fan, or one of our number one supporters.
Fair enough.
We should go with Diego first.
Okay.
I am going to be steadfast at saying Diego is inconsequential to anything that has to do with television.
Okay, so here's the thing. Now, for those of you who are not aware of who Diego Marquez is, Diego Marquez happens to be the cousin of Dora the Explorer.
Yeah.
So, what do you call it? It was a spinoff from the Dora the Explorer show. And honestly, like, I'm going to agree with you in the fact that I don't know why. I guess they wanted to appeal to the boys.
Yeah,
as much
that's exactly
as they
what
were
it
appealing to
is.
the girls with Dora.
That's exactly what it is.
But like, it was such a useless show. Like, why? And honestly, he wouldn't have even been there if it wasn't for Dora.
That's what I'm saying. Like Go Diego Go is like to Dora is like what the Cleveland show was to Family Guy.
Yeah.
Nobody cared.
Nobody cared.
Like it's one of those things where like if you didn't have Dora the Explorer, you wouldn't have Diego. Diego wouldn't even exist. No one would ever care about him. That's got to be what it was. Diego was created to appeal to the young boys that were watching the show rather than the girls that were watching Dora the Explorer. Even though I don't even think it did a good job because like I had brothers that watched Dora, I had cousins that watched Dora, or brother that watched Dora. My brother Matt was a little too old for Dora, I believe. Cousins that watched Dora the Explorer, and they were perfectly fine with Dora. And then Diego came, and nobody really cared. Diego, I believe I looked it up before.
5 seasons, though.
5 seasons. It only went till.
I
It's
mean,
Nickelodeon, man. It's a Nickelodeon kids show. They're gonna keep running it into the ground.
essentially, and you might want to look if you want to look up what you were going to look up. But what do you
Well, no,
call it?
I was just gonna look up how many seasons it ran.
Yeah,
It ran until like 2011.
Okay, here's the craziest thing is like they kept it on for 5 seasons. 5 seasons, okay? Like there was no substance to it. It was Dora the Explorer except the boy. Not as good.
Well, really think about it. I mean, like, do you really for children's programming, little kids television shows?
Right.
Do you really need to reach a really high threshold and what's going to leave it on? Like, you're basically just leaving these cartoons on so the kid pays attention to some bright, shiny colors on the television for a little while. Like kids shows don't have to have the substance that a show for, teenagers and adults is going to need.
Right.
Like you can leave that on for a lot of seasons. It could be a garbage television show. As long as it keeps a kid's attention for a little while, it'll stay on television,
Fair enough.
Like,
I'll give you that.
But
I mean, the fact is though, is he did have a show and he did hold it for 5 seasons. This is not true. What's not true? Eitan says this is not true.
What makes Diego consequential, Eitan? I'm here for. We need this.
Please.
Tell us why we're wrong. I'm totally with it because really, Diego. I forgot Diego existed. When you said Diego Marquez, I'm like, who's Diego Marquez?
Yeah.
And was he a character in Breaking Bad that I don't remember? Like, I don't know.
But see, so the only reason why he could be deemed consequential is because one, he's got his own series. And it lasted for 5 seasons. But in the grand scheme of things in general, so like on that show, I guess he was consequential. But who cares? Nobody cared about the show.
Yeah, nobody cared about the show. I feel like children's shows run a lot longer.
Yeah.
Than like children's shows run a lot longer than most television shows. So if I feel like 5 seasons might not even be that much. And Dora's still going. To my knowledge, Dora's still going.
I think so. And they just did that bad movie.
You know what I mean? Bad movie, exactly. Mary says, get a babysitter instead of using the TV. Yeah, I agree. Get a babysitter instead of using the TV. Get the kids outside and stuff like that.
True.
I totally respect that. But, I don't know. I feel like Diego can't be consequential. Like, again, nobody remembers who Diego is. Diego went off the air in 2011. and I don't know anybody that still talks about him. I don't know any kids that still watch reruns. I don't know.
No.
Diego doesn't seem like a really important character to me, and nobody really cared. What did Eitan just say about the show, about the storytelling with kid shows and using TV to just sit kids down? Dora is an educational show, but in general, kid shows can be very engaging. Also, Diego is a meme now. He's badass. I get it. I get it that there is some like learning elements that come to like kid shows and stuff like that, but I don't think I don't think the threshold of what you would consider a good show is as high with children's shows as it is with other television shows. You basically just have to have something that's minorly educational and will grab a kid's attention for a little while. You know, like that's kind of where I'm at on that one.
Yeah, and Diego Sir as hell is not a badass.
No,
Diego will never be a badass. What do you call it?
No.
Mary says Boots was more consequential. Ouch.
Well, he was. Well, Boots was more consequential because Boots is still on freaking television.
This is true.
You know, Diego's not on TV anymore.
So wait, but now was Boots on Diego also?
I don't think so.
Was it like a different cast?
That's
how much I really did not give a damn about Diego. Dylan didn't even bother watching it. I mean, I Haley didn't watch it, and
I may have had a cousin or two that watched it when they were kids, but again, not very long. And again, if the show was good and the show actually had any substance, it would be continued well along with Dora being continued, but it's not. It went until 2011, and again, nobody's gonna remember it in a couple of years. You know, like I
can't.
Diego is the definition of cartoon inconsequential. It sucks. It's pretty bad when you can be inconsequential and you're a children's show because anything can be passed off as a child's show.
Yeah,
you know?
I can't.
There's no curse in it.
I can't fathom Diego being like consequential at all. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna.
The show sucked too because like, do you remember? I was too old to really get into Diego by the time that came out, but I don't know anybody that really remembers the side characters or anything else that's a part of the show.
That's the thing. I don't remember anything to do with the show.
If Dora doesn't exist, Diego doesn't exist, and that's really all you got to say about that. It is literally when Family Guy split and Cleveland got his own show. That show lasted maybe like 2 or 3 seasons, and nobody really cared about it. It really wasn't even that great. That's what Diego is to Dora. Dora's Family Guy, Go Diego Go, is the Cleveland show, and that's really
nobody cared about Cleveland.
Nobody cared. Well, no, people cared about Cleveland. Cleveland's a good character. It's just on his own with his own show. It just wasn't.
It wasn't the same.
It wasn't
captivating. Right.
So yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Dora is is Family Guy. Go Diego Go is the Cleveland show, and nobody really cared about the Cleveland show, so thus Diego's inconsequential.
Yeah, I agree with you. Diego, 150% inconsequential.
Yeah.
I'm going to go that extra 50% because, again, like we said, without Dora, there was no Diego.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, and even when Diego had his own show, nobody cared.
Yeah.
To this day, I forgot when we were looking up. I forgot that Diego existed.
Yeah,
and I've got 3 kids.
Yeah,
no.
That's what I'm saying. If you're not educational enough, if you're not educational enough, you're not entertaining enough to captivate young children to really remember you and be a part of the be a mainstay in the children's cartoons. You're inconsequential. That Diego is a big fat dud.
Thumbs down.
Time for shots, guys. Mary, we need to eat a little more because we don't need to have a drunk truly inconsequential right now. It's too early. It's 2:20. It's not even 5 o'clock yet.
I'm gonna do another shot of Jaeger for you.
I'm good. You do that.
I'm gonna do shot.
That's the cold brew stuff.
This is the cold brew. We have the machine in the back with the regular Jaeger.
Yeah.
But so and
like
meanwhile, because it's like cough syrup.
Yeah.
But like better.
Yeah.
So here we go. This is for you, Mary. You like? So when Dylan was a baby, Danielle used to teach him to drink and go afterwards. Made me crazy. Absolutely drove me nuts. And now I'm doing it.
Why would it make you nuts? You never did that before?
No, I did. But what do you call it? Like, it was like a repeated thing. It's like every time he would take a drink, he'd go,
That's funny. Lisa, wait, we're supposed to be drinking? Of course,
it's
Lisa. It's Cinco de Mayo. You got to be drinking.
Yeah.
Okay,
man.
so as of right now, we have Diego is truly inconsequential, and
Diego's inconsequential.
Off onto, I guess, should we move on to Speedy Gonzales?
I think we should.
I think Speedy Gonzales is absolutely consequential.
I agree with you.
I think Speedy Gonzales is absolutely consequential because I know that cultural appropriation is a thing, and I know that
Right.
that is something that is a big deal in media and in TV shows and movies
Right.
and stuff like that. You kind of want the characters to be a little authentic, but I think for the time, Speedy Gonzales was a character that could relate to minorities and other people. Like they oh cool, I have a Looney Tune that kind of might not represent them to a T, but it's a cartoon. Right. It's a cartoon that speaks Spanish or that is Spanish or something like that. So plus, Speedy Gonzales is a part of so many funny Looney Tunes moments that how could he not be consequential at this point?
Lisa says, "I agree. Speedy is the bomb." Now, I'm actually really glad that thus far that they have not tried to, to cancel him.
They did. Speedy.
Did
they tried to come at Speedy Gonzales, but Speedy Gonzales, you really like. But the person that who voices Speedy Gonzales now?
Who?
Gabriel Iglesias, Fluffy.
Really?
Yes, he voices Speedy
Gonzales.
Gonzales. He voices Speedy Gonzales now, and he took to Twitter and said something. I don't remember exactly what he said word for word, but he said that you can't cancel. Like, how could you cancel Speedy Gonzales? He is Speedy Gonzales. Like he's not gonna let that happen because that's exactly it. Like he related to Speedy Gonzales, or like that was his like Looney Tunes character. So.
But here's the thing with any cartoon character, especially ones that become very popular and well known. There's I get the whole cultural thing, but at the end of the day, it's because you take the stereotypes and make fun of the stereotypes, and you break the stereotype by doing such. You see what I'm saying?
I guess.
I think it's important for people to do things like that, whether it's the stereotypical Indian voice that that we discussed, what do you call it, or the stereotypical Mexican voice, you know what I mean? Like, I get it, or the stereotypical Jewish voice.
I understand. Well, I understand that. I understand that, but I mean, like, I know we're getting into a different argument whether or not that's okay for other people to do that. But
no, I get it. I get it. What I think the bigger thing is that if there's going to be that stereotypical, type of a character that people don't want, if it's a black guy, they don't want a white guy playing it, or a Spanish guy, they don't want a white guy playing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They want a Spanish guy playing the Spanish character, or the black guy playing the black character.
Yeah, just giving them the opportunity.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is the same way I feel about characters that have already been, in the ether for God knows how long.
Yeah.
You can't change their nationality or their color of their skin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keep them the same. But at the end of the day, again, what do you call it? That's a different conversation for a different time. I love Speedy Gonzales. I think that the character has always been fantastic. I think that here's the thing though, and this might sound odd, but I can't remember too many Speedy Gonzales episodes.
You see, but the thing is I feel like again, I'm a little bit younger, so I mean, I don't remember really a lot of the old school Looney Tunes cartoons. Like I remember watching them on Boomerang. I love them. No, I love them.
The best.
But I think a lot of it kind of just runs together in my mind. So no, I couldn't point you out to one specific Speedy Gonzales cartoon,
right?
But I know that he's a mainstay in Looney Tunes.
Yes.
Like he is one of the characters that is most memorable in Looney Tunes. Like you think of Looney Tunes, you think of Bugs Bunny, you think of Daffy Duck, you think of Elmer Fudd, and Speedy Gonzales. Yosemite Sam. Speedy Gonzales is going to be up there. Speedy Gonzales is definitely going to be up there. I mean, he was part of probably both Space Jam movies. I haven't seen the new one yet.
Pepe Le Pew, mind you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well, he's gone.
Tweety Bird, Sylvester.
Yeah. Lisa says, I'm old. I grew up with Speedy, Foghorn, Tweety, Yosemite Sam. They were Saturday mornings. Yeah, no, yeah. Mary says I liked him because he was smart. He was a smart character. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Speedy Gonzales was, he wasn't a spin-off character. He was a Looney Tune. He's one of the main Looney Tune characters.
Even Slowpoke Rodriguez was consequential. Yeah. Oh, that guy. He was like, oh, like always like laid back, and I remember that character.
Yeah,
I loved him so much, because it was fun, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's fun. That's the thing is, cartoons are supposed to poke fun at everything, just like comedy. It's supposed to be able to poke fun at everything.
Yeah,
and people get so like up in their feels about it and getting all emotional about things. Like, listen, comedy, cartoons, those things should never, you know what I mean, even film to a certain extent, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a different form of art, you know what I mean? You can't cancel a character or a show or something based on, a stereotype that is meant to break the stereotype. You know what I mean?
I guess. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So, again, like here, with I completely forgot Foghorn Leghorn, man. Like I say. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
no, I'd never forget Foghorn Leghorn.
I love Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah.
But he was, again, in the grand scheme of things, he might have been kind of inconsequential.
Yeah, I would say Foghorn Leghorn's more inconsequential than Speedy Gonzales.
I do too.
I would definitely say that. I think Speedy Gonzales is a little bit more memorable than Foghorn Leghorn is.
What do you guys think? Who do you think is more consequential, Speedy or Foghorn?
I think it's got to be Speedy Gonzales, and that's what I'm saying. Like Speedy Gonzales is one of those characters that you could have people that necessarily might not relate to characters with the Looney Tunes. They could relate to Speedy Gonzales. All right, I'm with it. I'm with Speedy.
We didn't even say Porky Pig and Daffy Duck.
I did say Daffy Duck.
Did you say? Okay.
I did say Daffy Duck.
We didn't say Porky Pig though.
Yeah, but I did. We should have probably said Porky Pig.
Did it? That's all, folks. Right?
Hey, Jose. I know I'm sorry you're late, Jose, but we're doing Speedy Gonzales right now. Diego from Go Diego Go was who we did before.
Inconsequential.
He is inconsequential. He is an absolute cartoon dud. We are right now in the camp of Speedy Gonzales is absolutely consequential to the Looney Tunes family. Yeah, Speedy definitely. I mean,
and here's the thing. But now, if you're going in the grand scheme of things, the way Looney Tunes operated is that most of them, they had their own cartoons, but then who guested more on other cartoons? You know what I mean? Which would make them more consequential. Essentially, like Yosemite Sam guested on like a Daffy Duck cartoons.
Yeah.
He guested on Bugs Bunny cartoons. He guested in Foghorn cartoons, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So at the end, let's see, just don't try to make Taz inconsequential. Oh my God, how could we forget about Taz? Oh my God, Tasmanian Devil's my favorite.
Tasmanian Devil is absolutely consequential. He's still on merch. He's still on merchandise regularly.
And he guested on a whole bunch of different episodes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is really cool. Don't try. I would never make Taz inconsequential. I love Taz way too much.
Yeah, I think you're definitely consequential, especially if you make it into the newer age of Looney Tunes cartoons. Like if you wind up being an afterthought and not used as much, then I guess you could be deemed truly inconsequential. But they're still using Speedy Gonzales. Speedy Gonzales wasn't one of those characters that just got pushed to the wayside as a random side character that they don't really use anymore.
Right.
Like Speedy Gonzales got recast again. Like it was Mel Blanc. It's Gabriel Iglesias now. It's a big time comedian voices this character because he was so important that they didn't want the character to die. So
Jose says Diego means nothing and Speedy is everything.
Yeah,
and Speedy character was the Alka-Seltzer guy.
True.
Oh, I didn't know that.
True. Jose also says anyone on Team Jordan is consequential. Exactly. Anybody that plays with Michael Jordan is consequential. I'm sure he was in. I'm sure he was in the new Space Jam. If we go take a look at the new one,
Speedy Gonzales has got to be in the new Space Jam. He's
got
got
to be. I don't know if it's out yet or if I haven't even seen it yet. So I don't know, but he's got to be.
Here's the funny thing. Now, how like each superhero team, they always have to have that one fast character and so forth. So here we are, Looney Tunes. It's technically a team, right? Technically a team.
Yeah.
But they had Speedy Gonzales and they had the Roadrunner. Huh? You see what I'm saying? Which one of those is more consequential? Why did they have two Speedy characters? And who would win in a race? I want to know who would win in a race.
I do want to know. I would want to know who would win in a race. Yeah. I would say Speedy Gonzales because Speedy has speed in the name. Jose says he is, but they wanted him out like Pepe Le Pew. Yeah, I know that you just missed that before. We were talking about how they wanted them out, but they wanted him out. But Gabriel Iglesias, who voices Speedy Gonzales now, went at them and said, "No, you can't cancel Speedy Gonzales. That's his character, So you can't really get rid of him." So I totally agree. I mean, I'm also in the camp of you shouldn't be getting rid of any Looney Tunes characters or any characters as a whole because they all have a place and some kind of meaning. But I think you don't have Speedy Gonzales is an integral part to Looney Tunes.
Here we go. It actually says Roadrunner, the cartoon god of speed. Check the 5:50 mark just before Speedy and Roadrunner crossed the finish line. Speedy would have won the race. So I guess this is in battles. I'm looking at, they have things like battles.
Yeah.
Who would win who? Who would beat, who would beat who? Then let's see. Who's faster, Sonic or Speedy Gonzales? Let's see. It's ridiculous. They have Speedy Gonzales was fast enough to travel a 30-meter run in about 3 seconds. That's 22.3694 miles per hour. Compare that to Sonic's speed, 1,677.6306 miles per hour difference.
Okay.
Okay, like why would anybody know how fast these characters actually run?
People are really into their cartoons, man. And people are really into their characters, man. That's kind of what they do. Lisa says, "I say Roadrunner would win," but the video did say the thing you just read said Speedy would win, right?
No, it said that Roadrunner.
It would say Roadrunner would win. Okay.
Roadrunner won. Yeah. So just before Speedy. Oh no! It says Speedy would have won the race.
Yeah, Speedy would have won. I thought that's what you said.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
there's a speed in the name, so you'd obviously I feel like he'd have to beat out Roadrunner.
I mean, Roadrunner, and here's another thing. Like Roadrunner was was he really consequential?
There's no Wile E. Coyote cartoons if there's no Roadrunner.
Yeah, but that doesn't make Roadrunner consequential, and that's not true because there was Wile E. Coyote cartoons with Bugs Bunny.
That's true, but I think most of Wile E. Coyote,
most of them were against Roadrunner.
If you're gonna think of, like saying, like I know we're having this is a different conversation.
Yeah.
That I don't know if we want to have right now, but I'm saying like, I mean, if in the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote thing, like that's like taking away Roadrunner from Wile E. Coyote is like taking Jerry away from Tom.
Okay.
Do you have Tom and Jerry without Jerry? No.
No. But that's just okay.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Like that's kind of the relationship that those two had. Mary says Taz wins all. I agree. Taz is amazing. Taz is a great character.
Taz. I want to do Taz.
I love Taz. Taz was a great character.
I want to voice Taz. That would be so much fun. All you do is just like throw your lips left, right, and sideways and let the spit fly everywhere. Yeah. It wouldn't be conducive during COVID, but at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It's like
you have to be in your own isolation booth.
Yeah. It's funny. And you know who I want to get on GHR, by the way? I know this is like totally nothing to do with Julie. I want to get Bobcat Goldthwait. Remember Bobcat Goldthwait?
I don't.
Really? Oh my God! All right, I'll have to reintroduce you to him.
Okay, I will.
I mean, you don't have anything with Roadrunner without Coyote. That's yeah.
I agree with you. No, I agree. I definitely agree with you.
Coyote is more consequential than the Roadrunner.
Well, yeah, I would agree. Yeah, no, I would agree with that, especially. But I would say like you remember Wile E. Coyote for his interactions with Roadrunner.
Yeah, but essentially, I mean, he was the main part of all those cartoons. Think about it.
I agree.
I mean, I know that they're not the characters in question here. I mean, but I think we've already decided Diego's inconsequential and Speedy is consequential.
Yeah.
But, that being said, when we're sitting and we're talking about the what do you call it, like the just Looney Tunes in general. And wait, what was I just talking about? I had a couple of shots.
What do he just 2 shots in and he's already forgetting where he was.
I completely forgot where because we didn't eat yet.
Yeah, no, we didn't eat yet. But you were talking about Wile E. Coyote and Speedy Gonzales. Speedy Coyote and
Roadrunner.
Yeah.
See, you're getting a little loopy there too.
Yeah, no, I'm not loopy. I'm hungry. That's where I'm at right now. But no, yeah. So I think it's safe to say that of the two, if we're talking Diego Marquez, who I didn't even know he had a last name, Diego Marquez and Speedy Gonzales, it's easily Diego is more inconsequential than Speedy Gonzales, and it's not even close.
Yeah, Speedy is absolutely consequential, and he is well over.
Let's be real now. Speedy Gonzales' first appearance was in 1953.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just do. I can't do that basic math in my head, so I'm going to pull out my trusty phone. We're in 2021 minus 1953. He's 68 years old.
He's the phone. He's the phone.
He is 68 years old. He's 68 years old. Diego.
Jesus. Shots at work. I have my resume here. Any openings at the Grindhouse bar? You are more than welcome to come and drink
Diego,
with us.
when did Diego first show up?
2005.
2005.
I think.
And he made it to 2011.
Yeah.
So Diego's 6, Speedy Gonzales 68. That shows you how consequential somebody is. Diego's been around since the 50s. Diego made it 6 years, and then nobody cared anymore.
They canceled Diego because he stuck his thumb in Boots' ass.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Jesus.
Anyway, what do you call it? Hey, what's going on, Kim?
Hello, beautiful.
What do you call it? Don't talk about Jose like that. That's not very nice. That's but anyways. Yeah, so I think that about wraps it up.
That does
man.
kind of about wrap it up.
That is our very very speedy Cinco de Mayo. Go, go, go!
Yeah.
I'm like a little tipsy off of 2 drinks.
All right, well, let's go get this. Let's go get some food. Yeah, there's some food at
I
down
do
the end
need
of
the
table.
food. Yeah, we're gonna have the
So guys, thank you. Obviously, thank you so much. Everybody that's hopped into chat, thank you so much. Mary, Lisa, Jose, where else? Who else hopped in here? Aton, thank you so much. Everybody watching, thank you so much. All of you, you guys are all MVPs and really keep the show going and make the show a lot more fun. It's fun to debate. Me and Brim have fun debating with each other, but it's so much more fun when you people hop into the chat and let us know what you think and give us your opinions, because you guys are every bit as part of Truly Inconsequential as we are.
Absolutely.
You know.
And I believe starting, we're going to give us about a week, but what we should be doing is we're going to actually pre-plan all of the shows, in advance. So we're going to have at least a couple of weeks in advance every week that you'll be able to find on the grindhouseradio.com in our schedule. So you'll check that out. If you want to know who we're going to be talking about, you can find out in advance. And hopefully you guys will be hanging with us.
Absolutely.
So, as Greer always says,
rate, review, subscribe, follow everywhere. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Subscribe on subscribe on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button so you know when we're coming up. Drop some comments into the videos because exactly big comments. Hit the likes on the videos. We will read some of the comments in the previous episode when we do a little bit of in the following episode when we do a little bit of a recap, and the audio will go up on any podcasting platform shortly after the live is over. So guys, thank you so much.
Have a great Cinco de Mayo.
So long.